Right. Survived. Survived the night. What we got in here? Goods. Not enough to actually want to make myself a little mine chip. What is that? Well, Jim. Gonna hit this or not? Blow this up even further. Gonna give the rotor some. Maybe I could spin this. Gonna let this process do its thing. Iron. Silicone. Gonna get this up and running again. Or once that whole piston kind of goes down, we'll build another one. Yeah, we're out here on Lunar. Got a lot more going on here. Bunch of stuff some guys have made. Oh, we got a bunch of some. That's cool. Cool looking. Got going on over here. Oh, ores. Pretty neat. Is there a walkway down there? Do list. Greenhouse include auto harvest sorter system. Chip printer, grinder pit, storage building, dam launch. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Actually, you know what we'll do? Things a little better in here. I think what I'll do is build a little server room, maybe. I don't want to go there. I don't know if I like that. So wonder if I could do it. I don't like in these little, tiny little. What we'll do. Okay, maybe half one. Down. Kind of underneath everything. Don't know what we got for. Something like this. I think eventually we'll get a little mining ship up and running. A little building ship. Add a little message from LGS. Off doing some shenanigans. And in this little server room, I'm gonna put a lot of the brains and stuff, logic, I should say. Kind of like. This hall. Kind of narrow. Like we're in a little room. Must have taken this. I'm not very good with map. Oh, I guess. Right.
Yeah, though.
Hey, Jeff, on the old YouTube. Keep going here. Things with you.
All right. Getting my things going on US 7.
Okay. Nice.
I've already got the sorting system for the Wandering Star up.
Nice. We got just jumped in US 11 here for a bit. I'm not gonna be on. I don't think I'm gonna be on for very long. Very long.
One unfortunate thing about the new update is that ore deposits are no longer shared between servers.
Oh.
At least I think so.
Okay. Okay.
I have not confirmed or denied it.
Yep.
But if it's true, that's a general annoyance.
Yeah. I US 11 I jumped on the other night and did a fresh start on the moon, thinking that we wouldn't last the night. LJS was actually on the server already, so
Hmm.
I just joined up with him, joined into his base, and yeah, just thought I'd um, just do some small grid shenanigans, say it that way, but
Hmm.
nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Probably gonna die every night kind of thing.
Did you see the YouTube video that I posted?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
I would recommend you watch that. That's like 30 to a minute seconds long, 30
Okay.
seconds to a minute long.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have to take a peek at that.
Just want to see your reaction.
Yeah. I'll maybe watch it tonight. Um you want to post your channel on here? I got that many viewers. Or no?
Meh. Everything's just privated.
Yeah, okay.
But it's about a minute long.
Okay.
Just want to see your reaction to it.
Yeah. Okay. Look at that later.
Mhm. Hello there.
Here.
Oh, it's people.
Hey. Got the old YouTube going again. I just messing around on US 11 at the moment, but
How's it going?
it's going. Um, I didn't think I was gonna survive the night here because even this location is even known by multiple people. LGS had been attacked multiple times already, or stuff stolen. So I didn't think I was gonna be. In fact, I logged in and we had lost, unbeknownst to me, we had lost oxygen. So I thought the base was wiped. So I logged on.
Ah,
Oh, it's actually here. So.
you didn't tell me you were live.
Oh yeah. Sorry. That you want me to? Is that good?
It's fine, just I didn't know.
Okay. Sorry.
Just went to your channel to see if you posted anything new, and then, oh hey, you're live.
um. Yeah, we just got I'll just show you a quick tour. Massive delay on it. Oh. This is LGS's base. Got a oh, he's got some turrets and stuff up. Well, got a bunch of solar panels. I mean, it's kind of dark. It's like catwalk going over here to sort of a farm. I think that he's going to try to automate somehow. I don't know if that's the farm. But it just dawned on me. I haven't used these service terminals yet, but going a nomad or like a small grid concept here, I should be able to put in like a mining ship and a welding ship small grid into this service terminal, and then if I get completely wiped, I could just rebuild one of these somewhere and then plop it back in, right?
Or even go to a trade station.
Yeah. we'll see how this all pans out because I might just like play that like this. I don't know. We obviously got the US 7 stuff, right? But
Hmm.
Cobalt. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing like this season, if you call it that, but
All right.
Energy critical.
Well, I'm planning on taking over the multiverse.
nice.
Vaguely, if I have enough time for that.
What's Interior up to?
Just growing some food in US 7.
Nice.
Was just hopping on to see what was going on.
Yeah. Anybody else on US 7 at the moment?
There's Fia.
Yeah. Mad Hatter, Fia, Jeff, myself.
I always wanted to build like a little server room with all the brains and stuff, so I'm gonna try doing that. Should put like a little farm down here. Hmm. You guys hear that dog in the background?
I don't hear anything.
us all in like this, and then server room. I didn't think I was gonna have too much time today, so I thought I'd just jump on US 11 here.
Oh, my kneecap.
Bit of shot.
Mhm.
Back for server room. Lock that I did. What we're gonna do.
Wow, that unidentified signal was close.
How close?
Like 200 kilometers.
Oh, wow.
At least from where I'm mining at the moment.
I might go hit that signal.
Hmm?
You want to join?
Don't really have anything to join with.
Oh, well. You don't need anything to join in. You can always just bring yourself in a grinder. (1,817 kilometers).
Let me out! Let me out! Myself stuck. Go. Wiggle, wiggle. There.
It's a storage facility.
Hmm.
With a cluster of asteroids.
cute little server room. Up and running, almost.
Ah, damn it. Forgot to grab food. Ah, whatever. That's what the cryopods for.
Hey. Half road here. Probably. 10? I should probably do some math. Some mathing to figure that out. Timers. There one. Doors. HQ. HQ. Hose. Opened. Start the time. Yeah. Oh. Don't you just love it when people just talk? Not talking with it.
Hmm?
excessive. Yo, L. Oh wait, there's a guy, DTS. Down here. Base trading. Can you hear me, LJS? Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good, dude. Thanks for the notice with the what you're planning on doing there. I'm building like a little server room down here. You notice there's a EST constructor up above us. That guy's on. Look at this. There's a signed server. They're gonna install a server. I can't. Of course, got to be back one. Dude, you've got a lot of stuff built out here. It's pretty cool. Or yeah, we should totally roleplay. Yeah, my chat is blurred yet. I think it should be. Yeah. Yeah, the stream chat's blurred.
I can confirm. It is in fact blurred. Hmm?
Okay, well, there's a new. Oh, right. LGS, are you want? Do you got a little something? What do you got to attack this guy or whatever? All right. We have got pistols or guns. And I guess bottles. Also making some power kits. And I'm queuing up some S10 pistols.
Hello there.
Crimsy. Got YouTube streaming here, Crimsy.
Oh, you're streaming, bud?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just messing around on US 11.
My home turf.
Yeah, is that where you're located?
That is where I am located. Well, I wanted to show you something, but I definitely don't want to share it to your stream. Maybe I'll show you later.
All right. I'm not going to be on for very long today, but yeah, I just thought I'd jump in here and derp around a little bit, see what happens, but I don't think there's not too many other SOD guys on here. Just, LGS. And yeah, he was already here before. Kinda messing around as well. We have LGS. Do we have Cobalt nearby we can get? You've been busy on different servers, have you, Crimsy?
A little bit. Mostly I'm busy and creative, trying to finalize a project I've been having going on.
Okay.
What about you? I heard that your playthrough is more about more like a solo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was gonna do. Well, we were on US 7 there for a while, or still are actually, and I kind of had just a real ugly looking ship going there. I had a bunch of rules I was gonna try to abide by there, just to see how they went, like no jump drive and stuff like that. Just some ridiculous rules for myself. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Got a bunch of different ideas set up over there. And then I jumped on US 11 because I heard that there were changes here. And I thought I'd check it out. The extra 5,000 PCUs, nice.
Yeah, the extra 3 kilometer sync range is nice.
Yeah, dude, that is gonna be.
It's great to see. You can see somebody, if you stream them in at like 6, you can hold them to like 7. Right?
Okay, that's gonna be really. Have you had any battles
it,
yet with it?
if you call it that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one guy named Shay who like showed up, but like there's a couple other guys who are building up, but they're taking quite a long time. I did some of the dispenser hunting for a bit. That was fun. But I'm trying not to. Trying not to like mow the grass too hard, fish the waters too hard. Trying to let people build up a bit.
Yeah, I guess LGS. I just jumped on here the other night, so my second night. But he's been already found like 3 times and raided 3 or 4 times. Yeah.
What, on US 11?
Yeah.
By who?
Filipino Fox, and then I think maybe 2 or 3 other guys.
Well, where is he like setting up? Is he setting up in a place that's like obviously going to get him busted?
Oh
or?
yeah, which is fun. I actually, without knowing that LGS was set up here, I set up the same place basically. It's on Lunar, and just with the thought that I'm gonna get raided.
Yeah,
right
it's
away,
fun, but yeah,
and just keep. I don't know. This wasn't gonna be necessarily my main server, so I thought I'd just jump on here and then kind of expect to get raided every night. All right. I'm gonna come with you there, LG. Need ice again. Looks like we got somebody here that we might go try raiding.
I'm finalizing some touches on my ship before I print her out. She should be ready by tonight, hopefully.
Oh yeah, the radiation. What we should do, just grab enough materials there, LGS, for like a structural platform. Fly up. And then just place it in front of you. This. Yeah, I think I'm behind something. Oh. Okay. I'm behind a 3x3 structural piece, so Mike's. Wait, what's your level? Oh, it goes through it.
Excuse me.
Few more material than I. Wait, LGS his signal disappeared. You. So any big players, Grimsy? You got some meta ships going, obviously, right? On US 11.
Man, why you think? What you think? I just build meta ships or something then?
Well, you're kind of in that realm now, aren't you?
Shit, dude. Yeah, that's pretty much. I have a couple hydro ships, but like they feel so sluggish. Like once you get used to a grav drive, like
Right.
going back to an analog ship, it feels like I'm under like flying through molasses.
Right.
If I could like wave a wand and change one thing about space, I'd take away grav and merge traps.
Yeah.
I would get rid of them.
Yeah.
But I'm also of the mind that like they are in the game. Other
Exactly.
people are going to use them, and I'm not going to be like, I think Hydro is the best, and just die on that hill and just never win. Yeah, I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Can't
No,
beat them,
there's
join them.
well, it's in the game, right? So there's that's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of like when you have like a like a war going on between two factions, kind of artificial rules never really work out because I don't think they do because it's just so.
Well, it's because the beauty of space engineers is that there are no rules. Like,
Right.
what can you engineer and like get away with? Set up and execute.
Yeah. And
I think the best rules are just kind of like
just give her. Give her. Yeah.
So just fucking like, just realize that everybody's here to have fun with a war, right? But like, you still got to go for the fucking kill, right? Like, if you don't do it, then you just reset. That's what people have a hard time doing. Is just like, all right, you got us, wipe, right? Just wipe yourselves and start over. Like the whole like hanging on to established grids is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no problem zeroing myself out on a server.
Well, it's everybody plays the game differently, right? Like there's a couple players that the reason why they play is to see if they could survive. And it's like that's the whole thing. They don't necessarily get into PvP action, but their whole thing is like just trying to like never die essentially. Been a couple players like that I've run into. And yeah, there's obviously these servers are PvP, right? But some of them like that. Like I've been on
They like
US,
the thrill.
yeah, on US
Right?
7.
They like the risk of being found.
Yeah, exactly. That's primarily how I play. Like I've gotten the past into meta builds and stuff like that. Back probably 2 wipes ago was probably my last meta fights. Actually, when you were with us, remember the TTSE, that big massive base that we had. You had parked your little ship there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
2 wipes ago, I was in a very, very different sort of
Oh yeah. Yeah.
play style. You
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
I mean? Like,
Yep.
I kind of got scooped up by fucking Acid and Ingy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it kind of dictated because I was down, right?
Yeah.
And I've noticed when I've trained a lot of people, you know, some people you could tell they just either have it or they don't for the PvP aspect.
Yeah.
They're either gonna fucking love it and just be in there making weapons of mass destruction all night. But you know, it's fucking these servers are like farmed out, bro. There's no challenge. There's nobody out there that I'm worried about or threatened by because they're all my friends, right? It's like, who's gonna fucking come drop my safe zone? Like, nobody.
Well, and
Everybody knows me.
Yeah, well, and that's honestly kind of one of the difficulties of going end game meta, because there's very few players do it. The learning curve to get up there is pretty extreme. Like it's
No, it's not.
well,
It's
not. no,
it's
but like
extremely extreme. It is fucking insane. It's not even a vertical cliff. It's an inverted cliff, right? If you're not handheld, right,
right,
to the point of like ridiculousness,
yeah,
you can't even compete.
Yeah, no, it's like it took us, you know, when I was playing back in the day, when we met you, when we were kind of like our big nemesis was Mad Max, and just fighting Mad Max back then, we were just, our little faction had no clue what we're doing, and eventually we were like, every time we would get in a fight, we would record stuff, and then we'd go up and try to look at the recordings to see how he built his ship, and then
See, wasn't that fun? Like, you know what I mean? Like the whole war drives necessity and invention,
right?
You know?
But you gotta have the players that are willing to do it, right? Like that's
everybody can contribute to it. You got your farmers, your grinders, the people like to mine, right? Go mine the minerals and the resources we need. You got your builders, build the bases we need. You know, you got your fighters, build the ships, and you get out there and project power. Your traders can do trading, but it could all be kind of like, you know, coordinated into the war effort.
Yeah.
But I understand that you're the fucking Syndicate of Disorder. You know, you don't do that sort of thing.
Well,
but
there's, in all honesty, one of the things, like we did do that at one point in time, like arguably the end, like when we were in the meta stuff, but it's still, you know, to try to, sometimes the amount of time that it takes to dedicate to do that, like obviously, you know, you get a big mining ship there, and you know, you could go do some really quick mining, right? And you get a big operation going and all that jazz, but it's just
mining mentioned.
What's that? Here?
One mentioned mining.
Yeah. We got interior connector and interior wall, and how's it going? Interior wall.
What's up? You can call me Scardy.
Right on. Just so you know, I'm on the got YouTube streaming here with the Discord chat in it.
I gotcha.
That's cool. How many viewers you got?
None.
Do I know any of them? Okay. All right. Well, in that case, you should let me show you something that I've been working on. I'll share it with you guys because I don't plan on using it on you guys, but it's quite the weapon. It's quite the weapon.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll even change meta too.
Nice.
Mm.
I can punch through 50 blocks of heavy armor.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's see.
that pushes my ship designs out the door.
I gotta set it up real quick. So. Yeah.
Reminds me of the gravity cannon I made on U2 before the wipe.
Yeah.
Was ridiculous.
Most ridiculous.
This high-profile escort thought it could do some damage to me. I'm just scavenging its thrusters now. Oh yeah, it's beautiful components right there. Most delicious.
The hell is even that?
What?
What is that, Grimsy?
A 1 kilometer long armor stick.
Why?
Because it's
Well, you
funny.
know, I like to measure stuff.
Okay.
Hmm.
Measuring stuff is fun. For science, right? There you go.
I forgot I had a connector back here. Delicious. Oh, and a railgun. That's right.
Welcome
It's a
back,
fuck ton of
LGS. Welcome back. You're just flying in with a load of stuff? Cobalt. Nice.
Oh, you'll be refining that for
Oh, look at this
agents.
Oh.
gun there, Crimsy. Oh, yay.
That's different than I thought it would be.
So, okay, look at you.
Damn.
You got them all, did some triangulation so they're all shooting at the same spot with hinges or what?
Yeah, but like that's through 50 blocks right there.
Damn.
Let's go zoom up on that gaffer. You got... Oh yeah, look at you.
16 rails.
What's with the, what is that? Spherical
Putting in the
balls.
grab drive. Those are Spaceballs are variable mass, artificial mass for grab drives. So you can use them for balancing. And then right there, because I'm putting a grab drive into this, I couldn't fit mass blocks, but Spaceballs did fit with the angle of the rails. So
Okay.
use it in there.
You just have those on
But
here.
yeah, and so this is the beta, right, with the hinges. Eventually, so what I figured out, which is really cool, which actually makes it viable. Otherwise, well, it just wouldn't be. Is that you could take the hinge and get rid of it completely, but still hold your angle, right? With connectors.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
So you put a connector here. You have your whatever hinge be. Right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, that would make sense because then you just set the angle, remove the hinge, and then connect it and make it 100% solid, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Exactly. You put your rail on that. You get your angle. which like I could have it so it's like a variable system that uses events that detect distance from enemy to like close and open the hinges
Oh
to
yeah.
like proper ranges, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I have the whole spreadsheet. I was gonna do like 10 range buckets essentially,
Cool.
but the wobble, right? The hinge wobble,
Yeah.
too much. Like it, because like the difference between them uh, colliding at 1,000 meters versus 1,500 meters is the difference between it being 0.325 and 0.421 of an angle, right? So it's like 1/10 of 1 degree. So just the wobble alone just like completely fucks it up.
Okay.
Hmm. That's why you got to put it on a static emplacement. Put that as a turret or something. I don't know. Just build it into a moon. I don't know.
That'll do it. I think it was this and then the other connector actually left room for it. All right, now this is like permanently locked as an angle. You just have to rinse and repeat, do it around for all of this, because he's got like motherfuckers shooting through there.
Yeah.
But the connector then adds 250 PCU per rail, 16 rails. There's like another 3,000 PCU just to hold him in place.
Ow.
That fucking hurts.
That was loud. What
What
was
was
that?
that? The fuck was that?
My friend walked into my room and started whistling.
What's that?
Friend walked into my room and started whistling. Sorry.
Ow.
I'll put my scythe up there and shoot it real quick.
Can hop off the call real quick.
Hmm?
Let's just put the Marauder up.
LJS says it. I heard his ears through the YouTube stream here.
Back with a load of cobalt.
Oh, he got
Not
super
cobalt, silver.
feedback or something? Fuck it. Is what I found too. If the sabos will bounce off other sabos. First of all, it's the only thing they'll ricochet off of apparently. And strangely enough, when they collide, right, they don't just immediately bounce off at the entry angle, right? They like travel parallel for a while before
Hmm.
then splitting off. So that's why I'm just gonna fix the rails in for like 1,000 meters. So that way, if I get the perfect convergence on them, excellent. If not, oh well. I get 16 rails in a 3 block area. It's gonna hurt, you know.
Right. These big beams and stuff are pretty fun. Diagonal beams, the big structural stuff.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. I like the big old cargos.
Yeah.
Oh, might help if I actually bring that.
Energy low.
Gonna got some more tools in here. Ooh, stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, living the dream now.
I robbed a dude completely blind right in front of his face. He didn't even realize what was happening.
Who's this?
He was like, "Oh, my ship just disappeared, and whoa, all this stuff's flying everywhere." And he's like narrating it in global. I forget his name. I was like, "Yeah, I just uploaded your ship that I took majority of, and now I'm sucking up all the cargoes with my ship." He's like, "Wow, you can do that? Where'd my ship go?"
It's mine now.
But it is nice. No, I was able to I just gave it back to him. Yeah, it was a ship box anyway, but it's like a good way to just like rob somebody of all their shit, but not their ship. Right? You don't have to tear it apart, to grind everything to get it. You just kind of empty it out and take it all home. There we go. It broke off the brain. That's not what I would want to see if I was flying this grav ship and got shot. To then just be able to see out my front nose. That's beautiful.
Dang.
Inventory full.
There you go. Full of stuff. I hinged mining for nothing.
Oh no, not the false mining. God, I just got a bunch of uranium. What?
Yeah.
Why am I empty? The conveyor junction that betrayed you in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Hero. Been keeping good, have you, Crimsy?
Was keeping good, man.
Yeah, just whatever. Like everything's going good for you.
No, dude, just fucking life is life, you know, ups and downs.
Yeah, we had some fun times there back for the wipe there. That was...
Which one? When I first met you, if you don't remember, was on US1, and I was super new back then. I had started on Earth, went up, ended up factioning with
Whoa.
Lord Womack.
Yeah. That's
Right, and then we had that fucking like asteroid base by the moon or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that GPS share would like go straight to global even if I was in faction. I was just trying to share my position with them.
Oh
right? And then boom, dropped it, and guess who shows up? The albino. The albino warden.
We were at war with Womack, and he had moved a couple times, and when you had joined, he had moved again or whatever. And so when we got that GPS, we're like, oh, so what we were doing, this might not have been apparent if you're in contrast. I got, just so you know, I'm on the YouTube stream.
Oh, God. I gotta watch her language.
Hi, Mom.
So, what, I don't know if you knew this, Crimsy, but when you showed up there with your big ship, we were actually in the middle of setting up a trap for Womack, like a big turret system, complete with some warheads and stuff around it. So if he tried to hydroman it, it would just explode. And when you showed up, we still actually had our fighter ship there, and so we're like, oh, we actually thought you were Womack, and
that was my first big ship ever. Hand welded that bitch over the course of a week down on Earth. So proud of it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Disintegrated. It thus began my villain arc. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
No, and like with Lord Womack was like, he's like, you did it on purpose. You're inciting me. I'm like, what the fuck is inciting?
Yeah, well, that's Womack did that.
He's like, you don't do anything. You're useless. I'm like, I'm useless. And then I just started deleting my grids, which was the entire base and like half of our ships.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just to show him how useless I'd been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he kicked me, and then I actually still talk to that guy on Discord.
Do you? Is he
he plays Call of Duty. He plays Call of Duty Zombies, like a fucking loser.
I had to.
Constantly.
I actually had to mute him or whatever you call it on Discord because, like, he was. I don't know. He was out to get. I think primarily Claudio was his main. For some reason. Wherever Claudio went, he was out to get him. And but whatever. It wasn't. It was just.
I don't know. Claudio's not that antagonistic.
No, it was. Whatever. It was. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he was in love with him. You know, it's like a crush thing.
Yeah.
I think that was the same playthrough as when you guys had Europa City.
Oh yeah, we've done a couple Europa cities, and Titan, but all of that stuff kind of going back to how this conversation started. You know, with just the amount of time that it takes to play. That's kind of why I'm just on US. Like we got US 7, like I was saying before, but US 11 I'm on here right now, just kind of derping around. fully expecting to lose everything, but not. I don't know how much time I'm going to have this summer. I got a bunch of personal stuff that I'm going to be dealing with, and it might, yeah. I don't want to commit to a big old faction run where we got that halfway's organized with stuff, and so, and then just end up.
Yeah, and didn't have to dip or whatever.
Yeah, so
I get that. I get that. I mean, like, I wasn't really trying to fight SOC this wipe, especially with the way the last fucking all that drama ended up on fucking CA1.
Well, you know what that was?
That was old man not relaying a single fucking thing that we had talked about.
Well, no,
like
it wasn't.
Single thing.
It wasn't even. It wasn't old man. It was his guys. That, not. It's not even his guys. It was like, cause I actually like old man and his main crew. Like, they're awesome. Like, they're pretty cool people. It was Frosty and crew or whatever.
Well, that wasn't the main issues, because I don't mind toxic shit talking, right? Like, I really don't. Even though he took it like a bit far, right?
Well, like it was,
yeah,
it was so far that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it went. He took it way above, right? Like,
yeah, it was almost.
I
like
made him hysterical, right? I mean, like, the guy fucking snapped or something. But the main issue was that I had talked with old man like deeply. Like, you were MIA, right? So, like, old man was kind of like running the show over there and like getting the shit built. And I was like, hey man, like, I'll come over. We'll have like a little mock battle. Like, I won't come after your safe zone, dude. I'm not trying to come after your base, right? Like, fuck with the guys, and like, if they leave something out, I might drive it in and like, woohoo, look at me, like, just fly through your base or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But like, I won't go after eco. You don't go after eco. I'll just come out. Just get your guys to like build ships, come out and fight. Like, I'll do hydro only. I'll do single account, right? Just no hydro man, right? And no safe zoning unis. And we can have like a little go at it. Give the guys something to worry about. But it's like one guy versus fucking like 6 or 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the plan. He didn't. He agreed to it, so it was cool. Didn't say a fucking word to anybody about it. Is apparently what happened, right? So I come in playing like we have these rules of engagement in place when we don't, right? So like, when I start getting hydro-manned and like I start like the fucking shit talking, and then like the fucking the going after safe zones and grids with Loki, and it was just like, when I talked to old man after all of it, I was pissed at him, and I told him as much. I was like, dude, you set me up for failure. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't relay anything. He's like, well, they're not my guys. I'm not really trying to. I'm like, why don't you just say that? Yeah.
Well, it could have been whatever. Like, whatever it is. What is? I felt like there were some players there that were. Why they play a game is to get people to quit, and so, like, that's why there was a bunch of stuff that we ended up falling it out with, because they were in our Discord, right? A bunch of stuff was said. It was like, what in the world is going on? Like, this is escalating to like real world.
Like what? I'm curious.
I don't know. I thought somebody was even threatening to dox somebody or whatever. What's that term where they try to find somebody's address or something, right?
Oh yeah. He threatened to.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what? We're done. Like, this is, if you can't play a game to play a game, right? Like, why? It's, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was beyond the shit talking when it's like, yeah, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna beat your ass, and you show up and you have a fight and you beat my ass. That's great, love that. But when it's just, I'm gonna fuck your mother, I'm like, yeah, and he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna dox you, and he just like lost his mind,
Yeah.
All because like he knew his ship was subpar, right? Like he knew it, and I think I know who Frosty actually is. I'm pretty sure it's a guy called like Dominic, right?
Okay.
He I had invited him to my faction like long ago, right? But he kind of like pussyfooted with it, and so I just rescinded the offer, right? Because if you like pussyfoot around that, then like maybe you'll leave later or fuck me over, you know what I mean? And then he didn't like that because then he ended up, well, becoming my victim at a fucking trade station, right? And he lost his shit in global and like pretty much threatened with the same stuff that he was gonna detox me, that like I don't know who he's fucking with, and that, you know, I better get ready. He even said that he was gonna put like child porn on my fucking computer and call the cops on me and some shit. Like the fucking dude lost his mind because I blew up his fucking like, you know, piece of shit miner.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the guy was. Like we came in there kind of thing where yeah, I don't know. Probably not even worth talking
Some
about
people
nonsense.
do this.
I guess what my
Yeah, no, it's just kind of funny because
Yeah.
it was him. Most of the guys were okay, but like I don't know. It did escalate to the point
Yeah.
where it was like hate was
I-
like being felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I actually kind of like the threat, like you had mentioned earlier, that, you know, I might arguably be more of a PvE. No, I like PvP. I feel like I don't
you
have
don't
enough.
center your gameplay around it.
Yeah, and so having the threat, like I kind of enjoyed, in all honesty, that our base, you know, the Pirate Bay, was known to you guys, and you're setting up traps and stuff, and it was actually a lot of fun for me to come back to the base and have to like do scouting missions. Just like I had to change my jumping coordinates like 2 or 3 times further and further out, so that
Yeah. Well, I would sit there and I would lurk, right? Like, you guys think I'm grinding? Haha. Nope. I'm watching YouTube with my fucking camera zoomed in on your safe zone, right? Like, trying to see where like people jump in at, where they land at, like more often than not, right? And then set up traps for that and try to hit people on their way back in. You don't hit them on the way out. You hit them on the way back in because they land far away. They don't immediately know where it is, and they're usually heavier from whatever they were doing. But I think I only got like 2 ambushes on people, and then actually, like, I didn't want to admit it at the time, but those fucking like little small rail drones were really fucking annoying, dude. Like,
whose
the
were they?
fucking turrets just don't hit them. You know what I mean? Like,
Whose
I-
real
like,
guns?
I think they were old mans or something akin to that. They were really skinny and thin. It was just like I have like 12 RDs, right, and 4 assaults and like 40 small railguns on customs and all these interiors, and I would just blast it, all this big lights, and then the smoke would clear, and it's still fucking there shooting me, right? And it would just go pew and knock my missile launcher off, and I would just fucking lose my shit, you know?
Who's still on the call here? Fia?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Do you guys remember did Loki have some stuff out there as well? Or was it Old Man?
When was this? Was this the pre-wipe?
Yeah, like the Pirate Bay thing. Oh, were you guys weren't there. You guys weren't there.
No, we came in right when after the nuclear bomb dropped. Essentially, we're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I ended up getting banned. Like, I don't know. I think that dude was like contacting the admins constantly, like trying to say that I was cheating and stuff like that.
Well, that's yeah.
And then they found my because you know Factorum antenna, right? They spawn Factorum, and you can essentially like rig it so you can spawn a warship repeatedly, over and over again, farm gyros or materials or whatever, right? Which they frown upon, and it's usually just a slap on the wrist. The issue was that I had amassed 27 Factorum antennas, right? 13 of which were the missile antennas from warships and stuff. I was planning a little soiree, let's say, with SOD, right? And then you got busted up. I got banned. All my shit.
Damn.
Disbanded. Feels bad. Wah, wah.
It was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the you know, I didn't enjoy the drama, but the drama, I felt like I don't mind in-game banter, but as soon as it gets to being more than a game, I just, hey guys, just calm down, like, hey, you know, I'm
Yeah.
in all honesty, from what I remember, I don't remember you throwing out much at all. I felt like it was
Little jabs, little more like little annoying
yeah,
jabs.
and maybe that was because I wasn't on as much, but where I don't.
I mean, but it was more like something that escalated because I was like, one, not getting any sort of like feedback or response from the fact that we're supposed to be having like a mock battle. Like if somebody came out, I'm just not gonna fucking obliterate them, right? Like I was trying to get people to just come
Yeah.
out and fight, right?
Kind of like
Just get
what
the
we did
experience
with
of fighting.
Tommy Bongwater and Acid
Yeah, you had
Rage.
that ground war,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, with fucking
Yeah.
Cauldron's Keep, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I watched NG fucking go through Cauldron's Keep like a fucking RPG dungeon crawler, right? Like he was setting up fucking checkpoints for himself with like
Did-
fucking
Did he
like kids.
did he record that?
I don't know if he did, dude. It took him he was at it for like fucking 5 hours. yeah, he was having a blast with it, you know, just picking it apart
Was
the way
that-
NG does.
Was that after we all left, or what?
Yeah, it was abandoned at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more like y'all left and we're like, holy fuck, dude, you can't even come close to Earth without just your computer dying.
Oh,
you know?
so he was kind of cleaning it up.
Yeah, it was really bad, dude. If you rendered in that area, the sim would drop by 0.3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was probably bad of us having it so big like that.
It sucks that it's like that, but it's really only like that when you have voxel damage alongside the grid, right? That's what really the server strains with is.
So I'm saying that currently looking at a piston drill system up under the base that I'm doing right now.
Early game, it's piston drill time. It's my motto.
Yeah.
I'll do that shit. I'll get it like a kilometer deep. I was trying to think of like a fun playthrough that could, that Redacted and SOD could do. That, sorry, that was a little loud. That has a PvP kind of facet to it, but it's not just a straight out war between two factions, right?
Yeah.
But I've come up with little except like to restrict ourselves with either planet side or like even like a collection thing, right? Like we set a time period and who can fucking collect the most frames in that time, right? Or the most prototech blocks from sites or something like that. And even if we had the service blocks, right? We just upload these things like trophies, right? And then tally it up. So that way we would be fighting over something. It would be the Factorum signals. And outside of that, it's, do as you will. I don't know, something. What do you think? You got any ideas like that?
Yeah,
or playthroughs that you thought of? Or?
And again, I just feel bad primarily because I don't know what. Like typically my summers, I don't play as much to begin with in the summers, and then this summer's gonna be exceptionally bad. I was actually I pretty much took almost 4 months off from January till like a couple weeks ago. Probably the longest I've ever taken off. But I actually had Tommy Bongwater hit me up again probably a month ago saying, hey, we should do another thing like we did before. And I just told him I was in a hiatus mode because it was, and I just feel bad trying to even commit to something because it's just sometimes it's, for me right now, I don't think I could. It would have to be like this fall for me to actually start even thinking about like that.
I mean, that's life. You know what I mean? If you don't have time for the game like that, you don't have time for the game.
Yeah,
So
and that's not saying you know, if the rest of the SOD is wanting to do something like that, I'm like, I'm not, you know, that's not on me, right? Like it's everybody else. Well,
Well,
you
it's
know
never
how
been on
SOD
you.
runs, right? Like,
Even if you were here full time, it's still not on you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
well
just
aware how you fucking run your shit.
yeah, we're very
You know what I
chaotic.
mean? But you have to have good generals. You know what I mean? So like, who's your like
Well, and that's the
top
thing,
down? Top down. What's the hierarchy like in SOD?
right? Well, and that's the thing. Like we've actually had people come and go, like you know, like yourself, and then there's others. Like Axel Gear was with us before, and there was a couple other guys who are thinking about branching off, and they're like, oh, I don't want to leave you. I'm like, no, dude, like it's it, there's no hard feelings. Like the thing about it is like you kind of gotta find your play style, right? Like we had players kind of miffed when we were going it. Like I fought with a couple other factions back in the day that were like super organized, and it's like it is fun. Like it's a lot of fun when you got guys that are like I don't know if they all had military background or what, but it was like, man, this is like amazing. Like everybody's like they got orders, they got this, they got that, and the other thing, and it's like it is fun. Uh, but typically to make something like that work, everybody's got to have the same mentality. And as soon as you get somebody that's not of the same mentality, they're like they don't feel like they fit. And so same thing with this, you know, SOD currently. You know, we've had players come in, they like to do PvP battles, or, you know, and so they were trying to get the rest of SOD and, you know, to do PvP battles, and they were kind of pissed off that there's a bunch of people in SOD that it's like, no, I just play the game to play a game. I'm not like get into battle. And so then they left, you know, it's like, which is fine. There's like no hard feelings. It is what it is, right?
There's my little
Yeah,
slut.
exactly.
Hey,
Mm.
Rothgar. Just so you know, I got the YouTube stream going.
Way to go, Rothgar.
Yeah,
Don't
that's my
worry.
style. That's you call me in my
Don't worry.
natural form.
The only thing Rothgar fucked up on is when he came in and said, "There's my little slut." He didn't add in my OnlyFans account.
Yeah, there's.
Someone stole the damn prototype from the signal for me that I was about to steal.
I told you.
It was me.
I'm only going to be on here for maximum another hour, then I'm going to be gone for the whole night, and probably won't be on tomorrow, but I might be on Monday.
No worries.
I'm very worried.
There's Contrast. Did Contrast, you just walked into the room there? Or were you in the background this whole time?
No, I've been listening to your bad, terrible Canadian mouth the whole
Oh
time.
man, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've chatted with Crimsy. He just jumped in here. He showed us a couple things on his stream here.
Awesome.
Learned a few things. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't hide shit like that, dude. It's
Oh,
funner
you got
if
some-
you collaborate.
You got
You
some
know?
cool tech, man. He's got. I don't know if you saw that Contrast, but he's got some tech where he can
Huh?
shoot through 50 blocks of armor.
Oh, crap.
Oh, would you like to see? I really don't mind shooting that thing again. It's always fun.
Hang on. In fact,
So,
Pulling it up.
there we go. This one's gonna be.
there you go.
This one's gonna be flare.
By the way, I can't access. I need to help you.
Let's see. Well, let me grab my other keyboard real quick.
I go give this guy a shakedown. Guy over here.
Ooh, make a shakedown drone and have it do it, right? But have it all its broadcasts being like medieval night, you know, like 18th century or 15th century night. That's the best. Prepare thyself, doth come. And they're like, what the fuck is that?
Right. There I go. 7K out.
Damn. If I was there, I'd make you a herald bot. You know, comes in and toots the horn.
If I could shake this guy down with just a pistol, get him to give me some material.
Rob him of all his gravel.
Low.
Give me all your gravel.
Don't anybody move. This is a robbery.
Right. I might. I'm obviously going to talk.
If you
to
move, I'll execute every last one of you.
I think you got enough railguns there. Holy crap.
Probably, I should set up like a camera from. Might even be able to guess. My antenna off. Right, this ETS faction.
Step.
1 minute restart. Got his. His ship is open, people. I'm gonna hide away in his ship.
Fly his ship away.
I'm in his ship.
That's awesome.
He left the
He's on the
doors.
left.
He left the doors open.
Hold on. I need to pull up your stream. Let's see this.
Yeah, you need to be. Oh, you're on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh, wow.
1 minute restart,
Oh,
server
man.
reset. Oh boys, this is the shenanigans. It's been a long
Put
time
a seat
since
down, Seth.
the server's gonna reset on me here in a.
Oh my god, the fishbowl.
Oh, is it bad on the screen? I guess I got an extra wide, not an extra, relatively wide screens. Doesn't look like a fishbowl to me. Is it bad?
Yeah, you get that widescreen. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh man, this
Is there a
is.
control panel or something, or a seat? Can you make a passenger seat?
Oh,
That
good,
doesn't subscribe to you.
good call.
No, you don't want to sit down because your antenna will pop up.
But it with, oh, I should have something so I could, if he jumps away.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, if you have a
search up
chair in your hotbar.
AlbinoWarden there, Rothgar.
I did, but it came up some random shit.
All one word. Just in time for the restart.
Right. So if he gets distracted, right, and you like ghost hack his stuff and take majority, you can upload it into a service block too, to just
Oh.
so that way they can't delete it.
Oh
You know,
my
yeah.
word.
Well, I do that at Signals now, right? I have service block components or basic loadout now because I'll just quickly do the signal, cut the prototech free, slap 2 cameras on it, and upload it into the service block immediately.
yeah.
I don't have to hack it. I don't have to get it out. All right.
Nice.
Kind of broken, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah. Wasn't Sloth Commander? He's in this.
And if somebody else claims the site, you could still get to it first and slap 2 cameras on it, still upload it, and then the PC becomes yours. You know, so you're not forced to grind it down anymore.
This is his main cockpit. Right. That's his.
Yeah.
Cockpit there.
What kind of blocks on the side there? Interior wall. That's a quick grind.
Should I fly 7 kilometers back and grab some materials to build a seat?
What you should do is just hack into there and hack his cockpit and fly away in his ship.
Well, he's at the NPC station.
So, is he? Oh, he's in it. He's in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Okay. I won't.
You need to hide in. You need to hide in his cockpit. You know, just take the same block and put it back after you grind in there. And when he leaves, you come up behind him with your fucking grinder, dude. Just take him out. Actually, a drill is the best melee weapon for range, but yeah.
Okay.
cockpit. You know, just take the same block and put it back after the
Oh,
run.
so we
And
can
I think
hear.
this cockpit's got a door on it, don't it?
or you could just stow away and then try to hack some of his interior turrets.
Yeah.
So it'll just take him out.
He doesn't have
When he's
any.
not expecting it. You need to find a better nook than that, Dan. That's horrible.
So he's got to go. He's got to come down here. That's where his
Energy
bridge is.
low.
It'd bring.
He's gonna see you when he goes down the stairs,
What
right?
if I head right here?
No, I don't think that's a good spot.
Yeah, the door on the left is where he's going to come from, and then he's just going to go right up the stairs.
I think your best bet
Oh,
is to
he's
be
coming.
outside.
He's coming. He's coming, boys.
Be outside. Get outside. Get outside.
Did I?
Go to the right. Now your left. Past the services block, and then I would hide outside.
All right, here.
That's horrible.
Just don't move now.
Okay, there's a interior turret right there. Can I sneak in here? Wedge my head in there. Get in there.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll just be right outside and just auto dampen to it, and you'll just follow along.
Even hack the cockpit of this little the construction ship.
Yeah, there's a sizable delay, so talking to you live while watching this is rough.
Yeah.
That's why. I
Yeah,
have it
sometimes
muted
it's
on
best
the,
just
has
to
it
mute
stream
it.
muted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't muted, but even the visual delay is a.
Oh right. I've tried to increase that, but it's not the great. Automatically, this is the data that you have.
Have you tried monetizing?
I don't have enough hours and subscribers.
Yeah. Well, have you tried to?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've tried to turn it on, but you have to meet the minimums.
Well, yeah. That's no. What I'm saying is, have you tried ever to like think about how you could increase those things that you would need in order to monetize?
Oh yeah, not really. It primarily.
I mean, in Space Engineers content, I mean, SOD's fucking pretty legendary out there as far as factions go. You know, there's not too many like faction names that stick around. You know.
Not really. It,
Is that a store-bought ship?
I think it might
It
be.
looks like
Yeah.
it.
It is.
He's just got a bunch of extra stuff on it, right? I think.
So there's probably batteries on there because he's only got uranium in 2 of his reactors. Store-bought ship.
So let's see.
What is he doing? Oh, he's probably watching the store, like the actual block. Well, I definitely can't build anything. I only got 3 more power cells. Power
Yeah.
kits.
What is he doing? Can you go in and buy some?
Here. Oh, he's moving. Jumped or something. All on here. Sloth Commander's in the is in the Discord here, isn't he? I think.
Let me see.
Oh, he's
here.
coming. The guy's coming. Oh wait, this might. He's gonna see me. Because he'll go into third person, right? To fly the ship.
No, as long as your antenna is off, and you're still, I highly doubt he'll see you.
Energy low.
Yeah, make sure your dampeners are set to auto.
All right, I think my magnetic boots are locked on. So here we go.
No, they're
We're
not.
moving.
No, you'll knock free. I would definitely activate your jetpack and
Okay.
auto dampen.
This ship was definitely gonna have a jump drive on it, though.
Yeah, you need to have the ability to weld a passenger seat real quick.
I think what I'm gonna do is go up to his constructor ship and grind cockpit,
The connector off.
or just the cockpit, and then jump into the cockpit. Oh, he's.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, hack the cockpit.
He's definitely gonna see that.
Oh, is it
Oh,
remote
while he's in
control?
his K menu setting up his jump drive if he has one. He might be setting it up now though.
Oh, and no, no, buddy, come back.
None of this auto.
This is a hold up.
The block
Get
next
up,
to the
go.
door. The block next to the door, bud.
Yeah, not the door, not the door. Oh, too late.
No, oh, you're gone.
Grind the connector.
So
Wah,
close.
wah,
Yeah, I would have gone with that
wah.
cockpit idea.
Yeah, I went and looked for the. Did you guys see it? Was there a cockpit on that little ship before, or?
I didn't see one that was obvious. No, but
I wonder if you had it as a
passenger
remote
seats
control.
like 2 interior plates and 1 construction.
Should I whisper this guy my YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
was it?
plug it.
Yeah, and tell them to roll back on their live stream, freaking 3 minutes.
Energy critical.
Hello. If he responds, right. I'm just wondering with his weeks. Oh, there's 2 people. He's got 2 people. Deep space trading. ST.
Oh, those are the guys I rubbed.
Oh, really? There's a bunch of
Yeah.
them. There's a bunch of guys in that faction.
Oh yeah, Yagami Seto and Devo. Okay.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, you did. Valiant effort. Fucking league. Guess I'm gonna use this bad boy right here. Woo boy, this is a Raiden Master, dude.
Food.
Damn, I hopped on here because I was gonna come help you diddle that guy's grid, but you let him slip. You let him slip between your fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's the old SOD stuff we need to get back into.
Yeah. It is fun. I thoroughly enjoy the I don't know. Part of it's like obviously end game stuff like Prototech and all that stuff. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of guys that like to get the Prototech, right? And some of them will sell it. The person jumped in on the economy side of things. The person could probably buy some, but yeah, there's so much fun, right? It's so much fun. And I'm obviously in a position where like I'm arguably in not a very good position. Like one of the things I was thinking about even on US 7 there, depending on how things pan out, but I was thinking, get something planet side and provide a target for players, but I'm honestly surprised that we're even alive here.
Really?
On US 11 anyways, because it's like I'm on the moon. Like talk about, like Filipino Fox kind of knows where we're at. He probably wouldn't wipe us, but there's definitely
he might.
Yeah, there's definitely enough players that know what's where we are because we raided a couple times already. But I got to thinking just today, I don't know why I haven't thought about this till now, is what I might do is on US 11, I might just immediately try to get a small grid like miner and welder up and running, and put it in the store block and just have that something that if I get wiped, it's like, okay, well, it doesn't matter as much because I'll just quickly go repopulate that sucker with the store block thing. It's kind of like an interesting little backup. Suddenly you can have a bunch of stuff with like just hanging out in the ether, so to speak.
Right? Yeah. It's really fucking stupid, is what it is.
Yeah.
It completely breaks a lot of the emergence and value that people should be putting in their ships.
Yeah, I see that point, but on the other hand, it's like you could think about it as like, yeah, maybe the whole being able to call it back to wherever. But there's something kind of cool about like going over to this Willingford station over there, and it's like that'd be cool if my ship was parked there, And
it is.
Yeah,
it's parked there and waiting for you, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. But I feel like the Factorum stuff, as much as I like doing Factorum, I think it's a really good spot to find other players. I feel like these little shenanigans don't happen as much as they used to.
No, they don't.
It all can be solved.
Yeah, for sure.
It can't be solved.
Yes, it can.
It's too complex of a problem with no motivation behind the solution. So.
No, that's not true.
That's completely true.
All you gotta do is if you
it won't happen.
They call it the economy update, right? They call it the economy update for a reason. What they could have done is simply make it cost credits to store and unstore ships. recall ships, which forces people into making the economy.
Well, the easiest way is to
interact
have a timer to upload. It shouldn't be an instantaneous upload.
It's not instantaneous. There is a timer. We have a timer on the server we're playing on.
To upload it?
Not to upload, but to download.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
But that's
to
not.
upload
That's
should
still
not
not
be
going to
instantaneous.
change. That's still not going to change anything there. Now, I mean, once again, you get the credits, then people are forced to have to get the credits and then think about what they're going to take out and put in and store. And all
Yeah,
this
they tried to do that with the expedite thing, but yeah.
But really, I'll wait the 2 minutes for what I need. I mean, and it's based on grid size, so
Yeah.
which is, I mean, that's fine, but put credits behind it, and it would solve it. The bigger the ship, the more money to pull it out or put it in, and just end the problem. And the only reason I say
Yeah,
that,
but it'll never happen. That's what I'm saying. That's
I don't know what will happen. As someone who's 100% involved in the economy right now, I'm just telling you what the problems I'm seeing from my side. So I'm balls deep into the economy.
all I'm telling you is what I'm referring to mostly is people that are in testing positions, right, whose opinions are supposed to have at least some sort of influence, right, are largely ignored, as I'm sure you know. Like some of the like more prominent players, like even Ingy and like people who are like staples of the game will say, no, this is a bad idea.
Okay.
And then they'll do it anyway. You know what I mean? Or they'll be like, this system really needs this. They'll be like, oh, okay. And then they fix it. But in doing so, break something else. And they're like, oh, you need this. And I'm like, oh, no, we intended it for it to be that way. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You know what I mean? No, you really didn't.
Yeah. I can't.
This is spaghetti code.
Yeah, I can't speak to any of that. I'm not part of that, but
oh yeah, but like I wish. Did I have so many solutions for this game? Are you kidding me? Easiest one is just take uranium and only make it like available on moons, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of modded servers. I mean, the quantum hangar thing was clearly not original. I think the way they did quantum hangars on the other servers was considerably different. You're not going to be able to delete grids if you lose your grids in a PvP situation just because you rage out. I mean, there's a ton of different solutions to all this, but I don't know. I'm a fucking nobody in this old.
Me too.
I've been in these situations where you're balls deep into wanting the game to be better, and the company doesn't listen, and it's just, and then you give up. Yeah. So I've given up helping any fucking company. Like, dude, I was like weeks ahead on economy exploits before they started putting them out on Reddit and everything else, and people reporting them. But I didn't bother to tell anybody shit, and I still have exploits that I haven't told anybody about.
Ooh,
So
what about me? Tell me. I'll put them to good use.
Yeah, you're a PvPer, dude. I mean, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
Did you get
My current one is, because I always advertise, holy shit. Watch. This is what you do right here. Holy shit. Pay to win.
Give it a few more weeks.
I was starving, and I just placed a dispenser.
It should be
to buy some cola. Genius. And then here in a little bit, I'll check the store block to see if there's anybody with dispensers on their grids, and you get their locations.
This was actually a faster one than I thought.
Not too bad.
I'm really glad it's up. I have to grits here. You're gonna kill it.
What's the mining? Three small grid blocks, right? That you can technically mine. Wish there was a medium hydrogen tank.
Right? That'd be great.
Said that. Probably.
Hmm. And can I just say that them making it so I have to have a computer and display for a control panel was probably the single trollest thing I've ever seen them do in my life. How dare they?
Say this again, sorry.
The fact that you need a display and computer now to fully complete a control panel is troll as fuck. Because before you just needed steel plates and construction comps, right? And now in order to make a control panel, you actually need a computer and display.
Kind of turning into a bit of an. Yeah. Make it. Let it Well, let's just go with the ugly I can. That
I bet you can get it pretty ugly, dude. I believe in you.
like right there.
detector and radio.
Energy low.
And my drill. Detector.
Logging off here pretty shortly.
Yeah. Far behind you.
Energy critical.
So with all the addition or changes they made, not like a huge amount, but how's the performance over there on 11?
That's how did you say how's performance?
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
noticed any change?
I never read the full update. Did anybody else on the thing?
It's 24 player count. Streaming this, or yeah, I think is double what we have on officials now.
Oh, you're talking this server?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
11.
so far it's I haven't noticed anything. Like it's been a 1.0 solid.
Awesome.
But again, I've only been on here like this is my second night, so
Yeah, as more people build, I would imagine you'd probably notice. So, maybe they'll officially bring it over to the rest of us.
so cool. Like it's been forever. Like it feels like none of that stuff's ever been changed, right?
Right.
Pretty. Feels pretty neat. Right.
Oh, I know where MSG's base is. If you wanted to have fun with somebody,
Who's
like not like hurt them or anything, but
Whose
kind of,
base?
we troll them a little bit.
Base?
MSG, Sloth Commander, and
Okay.
Brain Bulge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're actually in this Discord even.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Up there.
Just show up.
Got it. Now, how does the store? I've yet to use this store block. How does it work?
Well, you have a. So what we're dealing with is we're running four store blocks now.
Well,
And
here, are you in front of a store block right now? I'm
Oh,
sorry to
sorry.
interrupt you.
I meant the service terminal. Sorry.
Oh,
service terminal.
Yeah,
Okay.
just terminating. Yeah.
We're running multiple service terminals. Think of Quantum Hangar, but you can do it anywhere as long as you have it accessible. There are some bugs with it. Once again, I haven't reported them. I'm not sharing them with anybody. But so what a lot of people are doing is they're storing Prototech, which some people are losing the Prototech. But when I went in and I looked at what was going on with it, it's something to do with the unique ID number that's attached to each block. So what you to play it safe is like I'll name mine like PT1 underscore Prototech refinery, right? So if you give it a unique name and it stores it in an Excel database is what it does. And but what I think is happening and what's crashing servers is if you're trying to load and unload at the same time, it'll crash your client. So there's a lot of little quirks. And you probably, and I haven't done it. I don't really care to do it, but you probably could duplicate shit. Get a duplication bug out of it.
Oh.
But
yeah, I would imagine if you did it right around a server reset, you might have a good chance of duping your stuff.
But more than likely, what you're going to do is you're going to end up losing it. So one of the other things is if you try to, let's say you got 9 drills, right, and you're only supposed to have 5. What it'll do is it'll lock your grid in, and you'll lose it. You lose everything. Yeah. So some things become problematic. They know about that one because I stumbled on that one on accident. It was causing issues, so I had no choice but to report that. So, yeah, I mean, they got some things they're going to fix. They said they're going to fix that next update.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see that. But I mean, it's a fun idea because for people that don't have multiple accounts, you take something like Rothgar. He can now go beyond the 20,000 PCU, no more than 100 grids inside of it, and he can still play. He's not locked into one style of gameplay. So there is some good to it. And you're not having to buy multiple accounts, which is another really good thing. So, for people like him, he can't afford any multiple accounts. He only plays free games. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of money, right? So it's
My little Barbie
I'm not
pony
gonna lie,
fashion show is not a game; it's a way of life.
Yeah. So I mean, he's not gonna drop fucking $200 on fucking space engineers.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's not the only one. I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I'm stating a matter of fact. But why would he go buy fucking 9 games? Now, what interests me is why they would do it, because they're not going to make any money, off of officials. Because it would be a money-making deal if they really wanted it to be. But I think that's more interesting than any of it, that they're not pigeonholing and locking people into buying multiple accounts, which says a lot. I mean, it really does say a lot. So,
Yeah.
Now they keep development on this to go to what you guys got with Engineers 2, right?
Right.
You know, they're saying they're going to keep this alive just so they can, you know, do the Engineers 2 thing. So I do like the fact that you could go to stations and repair ships. I think that's a good thing. So that kind of makes it fun. Right now on the economy, I got one guy who, more specifically, I'm kind of catering the store to, because all he wants to do is contracts. He's not wanting to do a lot of mining and shit. You know, his playthrough is different than everybody else's. So, but I don't know. I put a little thing up this morning because I was running the numbers on it. And economy is, I don't want to say it's useless because it does have its use cases, but it's useless.
Yes.
And you've got to have an agreement with a faction. So, like, if we could get SOD to be enforcers, for example, and you're caught out mining, if SOD just went after players and maybe not Stone Age them, but be like, hey, you know, you're supposed to be buying from the SOD bank. We don't permit mining in this sector of the galaxy. Then yeah, it would work great. But you have to have the enforcer part of it, or it's not going to work. And you have to have a large clan so you can run the numbers. And the other thing about it, the other positive thing about it is, if you wanted to run SOD, and Rothgar, I'm going to use an example again, okay? So I'm not picking on you. But Rothgar got on, he was like a day or two late, and by the time Rothgar got into building like we normally do with SOD, all the fucking gold was missing. So he wasn't able to do, he's like, man, I can't make any jump drives. You know, he couldn't do any of the shit he needed to do. So if you had the banking system put up, you could set it up where people can't suck up all the fucking resources to put 15 goddamn jump drives on a ship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so if you did it that way, you could control resource management. So, I mean, there is use cases, but there's got to be...
Well, you can't have an economy if you don't have a scarcity of product, right? In any there's no scarcity. I don't need the economy for fuck all.
It doesn't need to be scarcity. That's where the enforcement aspect come in.
You can't enforce it though.
I just did a whole thing on this.
Unenforceable. Yeah.
But I think he's just getting at like within the faction primarily.
I just did a whole thing on this morning, and sat down. Man, and you can ask everything. I've been on this motherfucker 12 hours a day. I'm not even joking, dude. Like I've had no fucking life, because I was like, man, I'm gonna figure this economy thing out. That's all I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna figure it out. And there's a bit of a communist sales system, if you will. That's one of the other issues. It's more of a socialist / communist viewpoint on economics. It's not very capitalistic. So that's kind of a bit of a problem.
You can't set your price to whatever you want, right?
Not for
one of the options. I can't remember.
It's for the I can't remember it either.
So that kind of dictates what you have to do for the other side of it.
Right.
If it's going to be fair across the board.
Right. So now, if I could sell uranium at 1 credit a piece, that'd be great. But when you go to itself, that's what it is. But when I go to sell, it gives me a baseline price that I have to post it for. And then it taxes me. And then it charges me a transaction fee.
Yeah.
So it forces me to try to cover those taxes and that transaction fee. So that's one other cool thing is Rothgar. Rothgar loves doing the Prototech. So Rothgar's like, hey, let me sell you Prototech. And what's been really good about that is I've been able to do that. I've been actually able to put in the store Prototech, and I'm able to sell it to other players at will. So I don't have to keep. It's not like the old days where Rothgar and I and Fia would have 30 pieces of fucking Prototech sitting out in space, trying to figure out a place to put it.
Right.
We don't have to worry about that anymore. So there is some good.
How do you sell it on the store or whatever?
Well, what you do is you put it in the quantum hangar. And then what you do is you put it up. So, like, you would have to see our shop, but our shop is set up to where, like, there's little signs and stuff, right? So anybody that's listed in the faction, they can pull it. They know the price on it because we put the price in the tagline, and then they get paid the price. So the bad downside of that is, and I'll give you a downside. Downside is somebody's got to be online to do it. But other than that, I mean, it's been working. I was fucking shocked. We actually had players come into the shop.
Right.
I just told Fia 2 days ago, I was like, man, we don't get anybody, this thing's a bust. Like, it's just bullshit.
Random players.
But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, fucking players started showing up. We were like, what the fuck's going on right now? And we're scrambling, trying to get shit right because people are finding bugs and they're finding all kinds of issues. Hell, we just solved another one this morning. So, yeah. I don't know. You've got to be wanting to do it. It takes more than one person to do it. You can do it with two.
I don't see how a solo player could do it.
A solo player can't do it.
Not if you're going to maintain a safe.
Yeah.
You have to maintain a safe zone.
Yeah. Solo player can't do it.
When you remember the TTSC, so I had I had that store block, a public store block on that I was just primarily buying stuff with the store block. Selling stuff was a little bit difficult because I couldn't set the price, but for buying I could buy whatever back then. And I remember, and that was all automatic in that context. So there was like I remember buying, like there's a lot of people that don't use actually use zone chips. So the one night I remember the one night I ended up buying 1,000 zone chips from people that just showed up overnight, and I was buying them for, I think it was 140,000 a zone chip. And then if I really wanted some, I'd do like a special contract so that, I'd buy them for like up to 300,000 or 400,000 per zone chip. And
dude, we sell zone chips. We sell the zone chips also, and it's ironically that you say that. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people buy them, and we either sell them at cost because we've got over a month's worth. Probably a month and a half worth of zone chips. So, I think, I don't know, they need some, well, like Crimsy was saying, if they had somebody they listened to, right? It probably wouldn't be so damn bad.
Well, all the developers each have their own vision of what the game is, and every single one of them are fucking wrong. Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, I don't know any of them. I don't pretend to know any of them. I prefer not to know any of them.
It's just that they missed the point. They kind of missed the essence, right? That's like underlying. Like, no game allows you to customize and build your ships in such a detailed and procedural manner and then
Engineering,
use it,
right?
Yeah, and then use it in a sandbox PvP setting,
Yeah.
right,
I
against
agree.
other players. The infinite replayability and everything that comes from that sort of system is what makes this game great. It's the economy of the things like that, quality of life things, sure, but like they really need to like kind of like zero in on what the essence is, and like give us a couple blocks that we need,
So
a couple logic blocks that would help.
just before I log off here, guys, how do I? Does it cost? If I put money, if I put the ship in my store block here, is it
It's free, but you can't hold items.
okay, is it locked into
No.
like this particular block, or if they destroy this block, is it still there?
No.
No.
You can go to
No.
any station.
So stored grids, active grid here. So here's my miner. So I could just send to storage, and it just
Yeah, and then you can spawn it anywhere, as long as there's a terminal.
So can other people take it out? Like that's in my
No.
faction?
Not unless you want them to.
How do you
In your faction.
within my faction? Yeah, within my faction.
Yeah, you can give them permission in your faction. Now, when they do that, when they bring it in their name, everything comes in their name, so they end up having ownership.
Yeah, you'll lose the ownership that
You'll lose the ownership
unless they store it and do the same thing.
and do the same thing.
Boom. There. I've stored my first ship.
Congratulations. And then if you want, go back to the services terminal and then do, there's a drop down between no share or share with faction, if you want to.
Now, another
Oh,
thing
I
too
see.
is you can set up where it spawns at with precision mode, and it's pretty accurate so far. We use it
Cool.
all the time. I don't know what happens without precision mode. I suspect that it just spawns it anywhere. But
Well, I accidentally used it.
All right.
Oh.
I gotta take off here. So
All right. Well, you have a
Alright,
good weekend.
Catch you
all
later.
right, we'll see y'all.